hi everyone. Mark Perry here with my friend Michael Brodeur, and we're so excited to just talk to you for a minute about a school that we're going to be doing in a couple of months called Iris Church Planting School. And I guess first of all, Michael, tell me about the need. Like, why in the world? It seems like church planting is so yesterday in the West. Like, people aren't even thinking about church planting.
No, I believe that church planting is probably the most essential way of extending the kingdom in our generation.
Yeah.
I believe that we need thousands of new churches. In fact, if you think about the fact that we could be on the verge of the greatest harvest in all of human history, that many thousands and perhaps hundreds of thousands of people coming to Christ.
So what happens if a billion souls come in? What do we do? How do they? We know that the wine is the outpouring of the Spirit, but a billion souls, can the current churches handle that, or how's that? What's that going to look like?
Well, the way to think of it is like families. I mean, we need to have families to raise the children, and really, new church plants are like new families being born, and they provide that kind of love and that care and that personal discipleship dynamic that can't be found, and even can't be found sometimes in the larger mega churches.
Yeah, I agree with that. And one of the joys of this whole thing is the circles we run in, really. Just such a joy. This is a unique church planting school because of our backgrounds. We have shared background, first of all, in the vineyard.
Exactly.
So we have some history with our father, John Wimber.
Yes.
And then tell us about your connection with Bethel. And
yeah, well, initially I first began in my first church plant in 1977, 40 years ago. And I was 7 years with a church planting ministry called Gospel Outreach. That's when I met John Wimber. And John just changed my whole trajectory. Not only was he amazingly gifted in the things of the Holy Spirit, but he was also one of the most wise and informed church strategists in the world.
Absolutely.
And so his conference on church planting changed my life. And since that time, I've been involved in, supervising the planting of probably more than a dozen churches personally and training hundreds of leaders throughout the world. And so it's been a very exciting season for me. And now I work with Bethel Church. I teach actually in their BSSM, their Bethel School of Supernatural Ministry. I teach church leadership and planting. So I'm able to touch aspiring church planters all the time. It's very fun.
And Iris and Bethel are connected, and so of course we both know Roland and Heidi Baker.
Exactly.
And they've been ministering since 1980, a long time, but they really started their ministry in Mozambique in 1995, and since then they've planted 10,000 churches or so. I don't know, 5 to 10, maybe more.
Yeah.
But a lot of churches. It's a revival movement.
Exactly.
And so I got involved with Iris after the Vineyard. I got involved with Iris in 2003. And so we're an Iris church and an Iris missions base, and so we thought, Iris and Bethel are sort of already married, as it were, in the Holy Spirit, and we thought, why don't we take the best of both of those worlds and combine them for the first ever church planting school with
it's going to be amazing. No, it's going to be incredibly fun, and we're looking for people who know that they're called to pioneer, people who know that they have a sense or maybe just an inkling that they could be called to actually either be leading a church plant or actually be part of a church plant, because both roles are amazingly important. We need both. We need leaders, and we need people that can be part of a church planting team.
And the good news is this school is super accessible. It's going to be here on the Central Coast of California. Great, beautiful place to be. It's really 4 days long, class-wise. You'll come an extra day ahead of time to get set up for orientation. But it's, for 5 days of your life, you can come to the Central Coast. It's going to be right after Easter. Easter is April 1st, so it's April 2nd through the 6th. Come to the Central Coast of California and be a part of, I guess it's going to be heart, head, and hands, wouldn't you say?
Yes, exactly. So we're going to be addressing the sort of the knowledge base that you have. We're going to be addressing the character issues. We're going to be addressing the tools, the actual skills that you need. And not just to plant a church, but really to be a spiritual entrepreneur, to be able to actually step into anything as a pioneer and move from vision to reality.
And my thing is that I've also planted churches along with Michael, parallel, I guess, both in the Vineyard and within Iris. And then along with that, I'm an entrepreneur, so my wife and I have each started businesses, and so we have this sort of, and you have pastor's coach, destiny finder, so we bring a lot to the table. We're not tooting our own horn, but we're saying that to say that we want to pour out what we've been given to a whole new generation of church planters. So if you're interested in being a part of that, this is going to be awesome. Anything else, Michael, you want to say about
I just want to say that this is going to be an incredibly intensive catalytic week. And if you're ready to be sort of supercharged, you're ready to be catapulted forward in your development as a leader, your development as a pioneer, your development as a spiritual entrepreneur, this is going to be an incredible week of outpouring and inpouring.
So come to Iris Leader School, April 7th, 2nd through the 6th, Central Coast of California, 2018. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be Michael and myself, along with a few other people. We're going to have some guest prophetic voices come and really speak to your destiny. And we're looking forward to seeing you. God bless.
God bless.